Welcome to Film Culture Podcast. This is the adventure where we talk about movie updates, reviews, trailer breakdowns, and I forgot the final one. We're here to talk about Uncharted. I just went to go see it, and it's definitely what you call an interesting movie. I enjoyed it. As you know, I have played the games, and I love them. And going into this movie, I was like, ooh, I'm excited to see how Tom Holland pulls this off. Now, the first question is, does he pull it off? Yes. I'm saying that with a question, where I'm like, does he pull it off? I think so. I feel like he can. I feel like Tom Holland does do a good Nathan Drake. Oh, before you're like, wait, is this a spoiler review or not? It is a spoiler-free review. I will do a spoiler review tomorrow. I will do a spoiler review tomorrow. Oh, and I'm sorry about the comments for the Batman clips breakdown, because I still have that playing. I don't know why. The YouTube is just turning off my comments, and I don't know why. I'm sorry, but it's not working. Getting back to Uncharted. It was a movie that I was most excited for. And did it pull it off? I guess. It is a really good action adventure movie. So it does great on being an action adventure movie. Does it do good on an Uncharted movie, though? Maybe. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm like, I don't know. Is this good? Is this an Uncharted movie, or do I feel like this could have just been a they could have called this an Indiana Jones movie and it would have been just as fine. Thinking more about this, I was thinking about this the entire time I was coming home. I was like, does it pull it off? I'm like questioning myself. I'm like, does this pull it off? Now, we all know the games are these dark toned games, and I don't think it really serves the Nathan Drake character. He's supposed to be this really, really funny guy who puts a smile on your face. Now, I think Tom Holland was pretty funny, and the suspense in the movie was good, like the Uncharted games. So, with the Tom Holland, I think he did fine. He's Tom Holland, he can do pretty good. Now let's go to Mark Wahlberg as Sully. He was just himself. I didn't get a Sully vibe from him at all. I didn't really get a vibe of a Sully vibe from him at all. I'm sorry. It's just, I just didn't really get a vibe that I got from, Tom Holland's, Nathan Drake. He just was himself. Basically, it's just basically how he plays in every single movie. He just plays the same, and it didn't change. It just didn't change. We just didn't get any variety. We didn't get any new or any we didn't get anything good out of Sully in this movie. And that's why I think it doesn't feel like a a Uncharted movie, it feels more of like an action adventure where you don't really feel the characters in it. You feel more like they're just two partners going to get treasure. And most of the time, the Uncharted games is there's a artifact that you're going to go get, but there's a twist to the artifact. This was just treasure. Like, what was so bad about the bad guys having the treasure in this? Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing wrong with them having the treasure, in my opinion. Crap. Never mind, I guess this is a spoiler review. Sorry, I came back from this like, I need to talk about this. So I guess this is a spoiler review. I guess I'll just do spoiler reviews. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so let me just go into detail now. The treasure is not even, it's just gold. And, so, it's just gold. There's nothing special about it. I don't know why they weren't allowing the villains to have it. So, that was basically all the downfalls from it. Yeah, well, and the Chloe character we'll talk more about. Yeah, but there was this, I just didn't see anything good. Well, no, I saw something good out of this movie. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked today, guys. So I talked about all the bad things. Let me go to the good things about this movie. Yes, it serves as a good action adventure movie, but in the entire movie, it has good suspense where at the end of the movie, you're like, don't, oh my gosh. Please, don't lose the treasure. Don't lose the treasure. Oh my gosh, don't lose the treasure. Oh my gosh. And he loses the treasure. Which is character development. Sully has the treasure, which is what he's wanting the entire movie. But he chooses to save Tom Holland from the bad guy, which actually is, the bad guy here. Let me look it up for you guys. Let me look that up. The main bad guy was supposed to be Antonio Banderas. He dies in, like, the beginning of the movie by the one person he hired, played by Tati Gabrielle. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. She kills him. And, yeah, so then you're like, like, how's this gonna go? So then that's another bad part. That's another bad part about the movie, where it's like, I didn't really like the villain. Usually, the main bad guys usually. Besides Lazarevich. Lazarevich that's the way to do a fighting villain. I really like the villain in the first one, though, as well, where he wasn't really as much of a threat. He had more brain power than he did muscle. And that's what Lazarevich had. And that's a way to do it right. Her, no, not really. Not really. I'm sorry. I just didn't really enjoy her character that much. But there was a bunch of twists in the movie. Yeah, with, like, him dying. And then, going back to Sully's big character development. Yeah, at the end, Tati Gabrielle's character is chasing after after Nathan Drake. Sorry. Is chasing after Nathan Drake, and she's about to catch him, so Sully decides to save him instead of getting the treasure. At the end, they are able to get some treasure. Tom Holland's Nathan Drake was able to have some of the gold in his pocket. Well, yeah, going back, there's some twists in the movie that I want to talk about, where, yes, Antonio Banderas' character dies, so he's not the main bad guy. And then there was a twist where Chloe portrayed Nathan in this movie, but then, so she just keeps portraying him. So she wasn't really a good character, but she wasn't a bad character because she kind of also portrayed the bad guys. She's kind of her own thing. But then we were also revealed that Sam died by Tati Gabrielle's character. He dies. He got shot by her. And which then involves Nathan Drake wanting to kill her. But then it's revealed at the end of the movie he's actually alive and he's in jail, which is what we see from the video games where Sam was in jail and he got broken out and then Rafe. And then that involved Rafe. I just keep flinging my Sharpie while I'm doing stuff. One more thing before we go into my overall rating on this movie. They did have a cameo of the voice actor who plays as Nathan Drake, which I think was pretty funny and cool. So I think that was a little nice touch to have him in, because Nathan Drake was like, I just jumped out of a plane, got hit by a car. I did that, and then the guy who voiced Nathan Drake was like, I did that once, and that was funny. I like that. Now my overall rating on this. Now we have a tier list that goes from like perfect down to garbage, and I think I'm going to put it at great. The movie was successful at being an action-adventure movie, but not a good Uncharted movie, where it wasn't really able to follow the Uncharted feel, but it did add snippets of, like, Uncharted aspects to it, where I'm like, I can't hate this movie. Like, I can't hate this movie for attempting to be an Uncharted movie, because overall it was good. But I'm not going to give it full credit saying, oh my gosh, this was amazing. So I'm just going to put it at great right now. I think it was a pretty good movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing. Where I could say this was like a perfect movie or this was so amazing it blew me away. I get to say it was a good movie. It was a pretty good movie. That I went to watch, and I'll probably watch it a couple of more times. Thanks for tuning in. This is Film Culture Podcast, signing off.